first thing that comes to your mind, if you wouldn't mind? AI or human touch? What would be your pick?
It's going to be both. It's AI supporting human touch. Human is the essence of humanity. It's the essence of hospitality. It always will be at true hospitality.
Okay, fair enough. Look, from a customer service point of view and experience point of view, what's the ultimate measure that you would weigh very heavily on? Now, again, to reiterate, you were with JD Powers, you were with Microsoft, and now you with the foremost authority. So you have a lot to rely on. But if you were to pick one measure, what would that be?
It's the Maya Angelou quote, right? You People will forget what you said. People will forget what they did, right? What they did, but you'll never forget how they made you feel. And it's the hospitality, but without the services we talked about with the dry cleaner, that breaks down. But if you had to say the essence of it, how did I feel stepping out of this experience, which we ask about at Forbes Travel Guide. There's an essential component of that in our 900 plus ratings across just hotel, spa, and restaurant, right, alone, much less cruises or other areas. So I think it's how somebody makes you feel.
So, if looking at from service point of view, if you could mandate
Mm-hmm.
one shift in our industry about how we contact the consumer and the guests and the customers, what would that be?
I don't know if I can answer that one. I think, how we engage them may be different in how we meet them in the moment, but understanding, what people welcome. What I will say is I think, the most important thing is consistency, and one shouldn't conflate that with cookie cutter. Even what we do, we're across brands that are like wildly different, from small, adventure type tent camps to, the highest, level of, ultra luxury, to things that are contemporary. Every brand is different. Every style of hospitality. I mentioned Hotel Faena, Crillon, Cheval Blanc is just three different examples. Including lifestyle elements. It's for your brand, like what it is, the hospitality, and what people expect, and doing that each and every guest, each and every time, across their experience and across time. And that's the hardest part, but that's what's going to create it. And the personalization, that ability to flex, like speaking a language and mirroring and what each guest wants, is different in different contexts. Like that's where, like, the hard part, you can't automate that. You can automate the tools to help the team do that, and the best way you can do that is by getting to know your guests more, by being attenuated, by having people and teaching and coaching them how to do it. It's not rote memorization. Our standards aren't do it this way. We don't actually tell people how to do it, but we have elements of, we would all agree that a warm welcome may look different in Tokyo from Berlin, from Austin, Texas, but that should be part of an arrival experience. And so I think it's how do you do that and inspire people to do it consistently, but also flexibly, because we're human beings, not machines, and we don't want to be treated that way as service, and we don't want to give service. And the best example I give, if I showed up late night at your hotel and I'm exhausted, and you're like, oh, welcome, how was your trip in? And I say, that's horrible. We're actually delayed 8 hours. I'm actually in town for a funeral, and clearly I just want to get to bed. If the standard was like, you're like, that's great. Can I tell you about our wonderful breakfast? And let me walk you through these 15 things versus like, hey, here's a key to the room. We'll take care of your check-in tomorrow morning, which some of our hoteliers have done. We've already put that in there so you can get a good night's sleep, right? Like those are the types of things in empathy, depending upon what's actually in it. And you can't script things like that.